And Harold, jump off. Harold, jump off.
Harold, jump off.
Harold.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, we're gonna try our best today, but these two rascals are on another level.
They are very active today. This Friday
night.
Friday evening.
Well, at least something's active because our boys have kind of shut down these last 3 games. And it's like
we've lost 3 in a row.
Yes, it's frustrating too because if we had recorded this podcast
Totally.
4 days ago.
Totally, yeah.
We would have been like, energy, yeah, but we had 3 really bad losses.
Yes.
I'd say all of them were pretty freaking awful.
Well, yesterday really, obviously, the problem was my dear sweet you. Because we had offense galore. But, yeah, it's very hard to come back from down 7-2 in the 3rd inning or whatever it is. Yeah. And what do you think... what are the implications of that game? I have a couple thoughts, but let me get
Oh, gosh. Are you talking about, like, Darvish specifically? Or
both Darvish specifically and big picture?
I think I need to see one more start from Darvish to really see because, I mean, yeah, I think we were anticipating this a bit, right? Like, we didn't, I mean, for me at least, I didn't expect him to jump out the gate.
Yeah.
Gung-ho, you know.
He was okay his previous start.
Yes.
But this was a big time step back.
Yes.
And
previous 2 starts, he was okay.
No, the first one was
Yeah.
But the second one was pretty good. His 3rd start, this was his 3rd start, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And it was really bad. And I love you, Darvish. You might be my favorite Padre. But, I mean, obviously, when you're 38 years old, almost 39 years old, you're coming off of a long stint on the IL, these questions are going to happen. Mm-hmm. So I think we're looking at what's going to happen with him as a player. And then the fact that, you're right, I think that, well, here's the problem though. We want to see one more start by him, right? But I think how he performs has quite a bit to do with what we're going to do at the trade deadline. Because you're kind of, where's Michael King? We don't know. So Michael King is still a question mark. And you is kind of a pretty big question mark right now, too.
Definitely.
So, you know, we're talking about offering up Cease, which, fine, right? But can we still, who do you replace with you? Who do you replace Cease with?
Yeah.
Both.
If you is not going to.
Burger,
or Hart.
Or, yeah, exactly. Or do we get a Sandy Alcantara? Or do we, you know, do we get somebody in exchange? And if that's the case, starting pitcher then a bigger priority than saying getting a new catcher or getting a left fielder. One point that a lot of people have been making about the trade what the Padres can do is left field and catcher are so bad as far as the wins above their WAR, they're some of the worst in the entire league. Mm-hmm. So even if we get a average or even a slightly below average player to take those spots, we're still upgrading, which is insane. But you don't want to. The problem is you don't want to give away very much if that's
no, yeah, and even like with the F4 being so down, like, and I know other people have talked about this too. Just like for me, mm-hmm. I would prioritize. Especially like if we're talking about you not being to the caliber that he needs to be, I would prioritize pitching and catching. I think, and then just leave Sheets there. Just leave Sheets in left field. Like honestly.
But I think no matter besides it being left field, I think the bigger question is we need another bat. No matter what, like Sheets should really be your DH. Mm-hmm. We need another bat because our Iglesias has been doing all right, but okay, that still leaves you with.
But he's not a DH. He's
really good. He's
he's
really good defender. But Tyler Wade and Trenton Brooks and who's the other guy? I can't remember his name. He comes off the bench.
Oh, he's fast. Lockridge?
Yeah, not Lockridge. He's in the minors. No, the guy that played yesterday in left field.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You guys know who we're talking about. You guys know who we're talking about. What's his name? He's got a lot big head of hair. He's got the head of. Hi.
Harold.
Harold, move. He's got the kind of hair that Will Myers tried to achieve with this toupee. That's every time I see him. What is his name? But I'm like, that guy's got an impressive head of hair. Yeah, it's driving me nuts now. He's got kind of a generic name. But anyway, my point being, yeah, as you're pulling up his name, I get that. My point being that left field is where we need
Bryce Johnson.
Bryce Johnson, thank you.
Freaking
Nice head of hair, Bryce Johnson. Okay, and they're not like they're just they can't be starting.
They're not starters.
They're not starters, and right now they're starting. So it doesn't matter. We need a bat. We desperately need a bat.
You're saying it doesn't even really matter what position.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
theoretically, yeah, you could leave Sheets in left field. You could, but you still need a DH. But Sheets is not very good defensively.
Yeah.
He's very good. If he finds a DH, or even playing first, which I think is his natural position.
Okay, well, so that's mine. I was having some thoughts on that because, you know, there's rumors going around that they have Cronenworth on the trading block too.
Yes. Which would be
Do we not fear that moving Arise back to second base is going to be a liability?
I'd rather have Iglesias play second base.
Mm-hmm.
And
then you not have Arise in lineup?
Horizon or DH. Sheets plays first. Or Horizon DH and Sheets trade on and off at first. Yeah. Right?
You know? Because as much as I love Arise as a player and as an individual, he gives me, and I say this with love, simple-minded energy. Right? I think
the opposite of Manny.
I think he puts all of his eggs in one basket, like in the sense. Okay, hitting for example, right? His main thing is to not strike out.
Right.
Can we agree?
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much the only.
That's
thing,
the worst thing.
And that's the only thing that, for what I've seen, that's pretty much the only thing that he's trying to do when he's batting.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Like he doesn't.
We have seen significant growth in his fielding in first base.
Yes.
I fear that if he gets to move back to second base, he would have lost all of the knowledge and skills that he previously had playing that position because he has focused so much time and energy trying to learn the first base position.
Okay. I don't see him I don't think what he's doing is so spectacularly first base focused.
That's what I would say.
I think a lot of it is just his athleticism is showing over there.
Yeah.
You know, he's really hustling and he could bring that to second base too. His only issue is his height, you know, obviously. Mm-hmm. I still Iglesias just completely impresses me with his glove.
Absolutely.
He's really good.
He's such a smart baseball player.
Exactly.
Too.
So that's what I see it more.
And he would be a very good.
I would keep him in Sheets thinking.
He would be a very good replacement for Cronenworth.
Yeah,
you know,
in the short term.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe DeVries. They said he might be ready next year. Mm-hmm. Put DeVries over at second. I wouldn't move Alexander yet because he's really been playing good shortstop. I think he's probably got at least another year of playing really good shortstop, right?
Yeah,
or maybe two. Who knows?
Maybe two. He's definitely playing the best defense we've seen out of him.
Wait, time out. Before we move on, speaking of defense, we have to show everybody your shirt. It's a little late.
Season 2 late, but this has been
a season 2 late.
This has been in the cart for a year and a half.
When he was still on our team.
When he was still on our team, and it is a frequent saying of me, you, and now Spencer, and now Hot Tub. It's back. It's back on their vocabulary again. Yes.
Mucho stress.
Mucho stress.
Our Korean king.
Who was also on the trading block.
Is he already?
There's rumors he might get traded to Chicago.
Aw.
I can see him there, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him. Oh, but wait. They've got, what's his face playing shortstop? Would he be playing second then, maybe?
Must be, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a really good, I can't remember who's their shortstop, but he's good. Anyway, yeah, you know who his shortstop is. It's somebody really good. He used to be on the Braves. I can't. I remember his shot today. My God. Anyway, you want to tell the story if people don't know about this story about the mucho stress.
Oh, I feel like everyone who's listening to this podcast knows the story, but if you don't, it's
on
amazing.
Eric Hosmer's podcast.
Yes, Eric Hosmer's podcast. Was he with Manny? He was interviewing with Manny or Tatis or
Dansby Swanson. That's the shortstop for the Cubs. Thank you. Okay, he was interviewing Manny.
I think it was Manny. Yes, Dansby Swanson's very cute, by the way.
Yeah, his wife's a professional soccer player.
Yes. We digress.
Yes.
Basically talking about just like kind of like him as a person, as a player, how much of a hard worker he is,
how he acclimated
to America and things like that. And they, talked about like his first year here, he was like chain smoking pretty much.
Apparently in Korea, that's a thing. Like,
and like they smoke like in the dugout.
Yeah, they smoke in the dugout. They smoke in the bullpen. It's part of their Gatorade. It's like a supplement.
Straight up though.
Crazy, gross, but whatever. So.
And so they was like talking about like Kim trying to like wing himself off of that, like not.
Like, bro, you can't smoke.
Yeah.
People don't smoke here. It's gross.
And then I don't know when the game was. I don't know if it was during spring training or playoffs or something.
Well, no, I think they said that the first year he told them all that he quit. Mm-hmm. That's been a while since he told them all he quit, and everyone was proud of him and everything. And then the next year, one of them, Manny or Hosmer, one of them caught him smoking. And they're like, bro, what are you doing? You can't be smoking anymore. It's so bad for you or whatever. And he's like, mucho stress. Mucho stress.
Mucho stress.
Mucho stress. So that's where this whole thing came from. Hopefully he's quit permanently now. So
do whatever you gotta do, Kim. Do whatever you gotta do.
It's nasty though.
It is.
It's gross.
But yeah, that's just giving me a chance to stay close to my one true love. Making sure that we, as a city, as a fandom, don't forget about him. Even though he's not on our team, he's
not even
on
our
league.
Korean. He's a Korean player, yes.
And
he's our only Korean player that we're adored with. So
I like Jong Lee. I like Lee quite
much. I think he's really good. He's very cute too. Yeah. Speaking of cute.
So let's go back to players that are on the actual Padres. Because I was trying to give Xander his flowers a bit because I feel like he's kind of finally fucking, not even necessarily deserved them, but like he's finally getting to a place where we can say, oh, okay.
Good. He's coming out. Oh, good. Who's on deck? Oh, good. Xander, right?
Okay. Unless there's runners in scoring position.
Well, it was funny when he hit that grand slam and they interviewed him afterwards and he's like, I'm so bad with the bases loaded. Like, I'm so bad with the bases loaded. And they did some stat and he was like horrific. Yeah. Like 2 for
35
something like in his career, or 2 for like 48 or something in his career with the bases loaded. So he was like, I'm so bad with the bases loaded too. So he knows, he doesn't know why.
I love self-aware baseball players,
and that's why I don't ever compare him to like Hosmer, because people have said,
no,
replace one bad contract with another, and I get a completely different vibes from Xander Bogart.
Definitely, I think Xander Bogart is a very good player who is not playing his best, and we don't know why.
Right.
Eric Hosmer had peaked in high school. Let's say that.
Eric Hosmer kind of let it be known that he was the poster child for I got my money and whatever, because he signed with the team, or he signed with the team that gave him the most money, and then when they wanted him to tweak some things, he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And I don't get that. Xander Bogaerts.
If anything, it's a 180. It's a 180.
Yeah, Xander Bogaerts changed positions at the last minute. Mm-hmm. He'll do anything for the team. And he just seems like a really stand-up guy. And from what I understand, Eric Hosmer's not a terrible person either. He's just
a frustrating person to cheer for.
Yeah, he just wasn't he wasn't easy to cheer for because he seemed like he didn't really care. Whereas I see Xander absolutely cares. So, or I think Eric Hosmer cared to a point, but he wasn't it didn't matter that much to him,
I think he cared to a point until, he got wind of the fans not fucking with him, and then he
said, fuck you.
Degaffed.
Yeah.
Bogarts, I don't get that vibe from him.
I don't get it
either. Too respectful of a gentleman.
And people have just been taking him to task. And then, with some validity.
With some merit, of course.
Because he has underperformed big time. But he's played a very good shortstop this season so far. And the last, 3 weeks? 3 weeks, his bat has become the bat we thought we were signing. So that's good. Who else? Who else is like, right? Nick Pivetta, our bullpen continues to kill it. But yeah, issues. That's what this episode should be called.
Issues.
Potters have issues.
Y'all got issues.
It's hard to think about the trade deadline and what we need to do when we
have issues with our untradeable. Like,
yeah, when we have issues with our superstars. Mm-hmm. But like you said, if we'd had this conversation 3 days ago, it would have been a different conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
Merrill.
Toddy had a home run yesterday. He had a good day yesterday, actually.
And it's funny because before yesterday's game, my main point was going to be like, I think Tatis is back in his slump.
Yeah.
Same with Merrill, but no, I think they both had pretty good games yesterday.
They did, but I think for both of them though, they've shown no consistency. So right when we think that they're coming out of their slump, then they go on an 0 for 12 run or something.
I have a bone to pick.
With what?
And I don't even know if it's necessarily a bone. I guess more curiosity. I know we're like midway through the season and these boys are tired and stuff. I'm wondering if there is a issue with Tati and his legs again, because in yesterday's game I've seen it, and I've kind of seen it throughout the season, especially after like the first like 50 games. Like there are ground ball plays that he can make a lot closer than they are.
He's not right. I've noticed that too. He's got a little bit of Manny running. Maybe Manny suggested that, said, "Hey, bro, you got 10 years left on this contract. You need to be smarter about what."
Yeah, but like,
but Manny's got an innate baseball intelligence that I don't think most players have, and that's not something you can necessarily teach.
But you're Manny running down the field isn't going to intimidate people who are fielding and throwing the ground ball. Tatis running full speed down is going to make people have errors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Madison, excellent point. Excellent point. And I have noticed the same thing, and I wonder that too. Although I have seen him obviously he still goes from first home. Mm-hmm. He still can turn it on. So I don't know. Maybe that's more of a reflection on his attitude and his frustration.
And you wouldn't think Schilt would say snap out of that?
I don't know.
I don't know how. I guess I wouldn't say. I don't know how managing works.
I don't know how he is behind the scenes. I mean, public facing, he's 100% pro supportive and never says anything. I mean, that's his part of his brand, right? But behind the scenes, I don't know if he has one-on-one meetings,
closed door meetings
with his players. I don't know. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not a coach or anything, but I'm seeing things. You're seeing things, right? Like, I don't know what it means, but it's weird.
It is a long season.
Yeah.
But especially yesterday's game, there was like a semi-soft ground ball to the shortstop. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a tight play. But twas not.
No, I've noticed it a couple times too. For sure. So we have issues. So trade deadline is Thursday, and are you kind of surprised with how little action? I mean,
I think it's happening now. I think we're no, I'm not.
Or is there anything that's going to come down on Thursday?
That's what it is. Like,
is that normal? I haven't.
Yes, it is. That's why I was saying like a couple months ago. I'm surprised things haven't happened after Devers got traded, because it's usually once you drop and they all go. We're kind of starting to see it now. Naylor got Seattle, and then the Rockies traded.
McMahon.
Yes,
I just found out that today. Good for him. Mm-hmm. And then there's a couple other very small, like not earth-shattering trades. The McMahon trade was.
But I think it's gonna happen. I think it's happening now. Mm-hmm. Are we surprised, or are you surprised that the Red Sox supposedly quickly turned down a Duran trade? Mm-hmm. Have you seen that?
Yeah. It was Cease and Salas
and one more prospect.
One more prospect that was not Leo DeVeers. Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't surprised, because Cease has been not good at all. He would be a rental. Mm-hmm. And Salas has an injury, and he is digressed in his positions. In his progress, is my understanding, with his bat in particular. So I wasn't particularly shocked. I think some of these trades that are out there, like rumors, are ludicrous. Like, why would we trade some of our top prospects, not our top two, but some of our top pitching prospects specifically, for 2 months of Marcelo Zuna?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't even. But then there was, I don't know, Heyman reported that or somebody did, and then someone that from the Braves organization said that discussion has never happened. So I don't know what they're talking about. You know,
Why the rumors?
there are rumors, and obviously we have to trade some. We have to trade some prospects. We have to, and we have to trade probably a Cronenworth, or we have to trade Cease. That's fine. You know, the other person that gets thrown out there I just saw was Estrada. I would not trade much for. I wouldn't. Not a rental. I wouldn't trade for Estrada.
Not your potential closer.
I would say exact or Morihone.
Or
Any of those.
Any of the relief. Honestly, any of the relief pieces had to be like
except
Travolta
for
and Matsui.
except for Suarez.
Yes.
You could trade Suarez.
Yeah, honestly, please trade Suarez.
You get Suarez. Yeah.
I've been on that ship since the season started.
You went to trade Suarez.
Yes.
Yeah. So
And they called me crazy.
So yeah, no, we could do without him. Honestly, I mean, we're so cavalier about it, but look how well Morihone's done. He's insane. He hasn't given up a run since April or something.
I think I might have sent it to you, but like I saw an edit on TikTok of like Morihone's like progress. Do you remember the feeling you got in 2019 when Morihone was on the field?
2019 or 20 years old too. Keep that in mind.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you remember the?
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember him and Weathers.
You're like, oh great, here
Both
goes
of
the
them,
game.
they were like total kids because we had no pitching. I
Mhm.
mean, nothing, and wasn't like Joey Casey or Ace or Chris Paddock or oh god, we had nothing. And I just remember thinking, oh my god, they're making these young guys pitch. They're not ready. And then, and then he spent a lot of time in the minors, right? And they changed him into an incredibly effective relief pitcher, which is great to see. He's our only homegrown talent, right? Toddy a little bit, but Toddy, we actually traded for him. He was very young when we single A, so he was kind of one of our
farm boys.
Yeah, for sure.
He wasn't
Jackson
like,
Merrill.
Yes.
And Morihone, and a little bit, and kind of sort of Toddy. Yeah. But anyone else? No, everything else has been completely trades or free agent signings. So we do not grow our people.
And we know this.
And that's why it's always like prospects, yeah, trade them, because clearly we do a shit job developing them, especially pitchers. You know, I mean,
or we do a great job developing them, and we ship them off.
I would say that Preller has a great eye for talent, so he drafts well, but then something in our structure isn't following up with that. You know, obviously it worked well. It works well very rarely, but sometimes it does, and that could again be a matter of being good at draft.
Yeah.
You know, a talent scout.
Yes.
But it's so few and far between. Every time they say trade a prospect, they're like, yeah, trade him. I would say maybe not Leo DeVries because he is giving that Jackson Merrill, James Wood
kind of
vibe, you know, more so than we remember hearing about C.J. Abrams, more so than we were that we heard about other people
for sure
that were that far and well known into our system, you know. So from what we've heard, hold on to him. He's a freak athlete, and he could be our second baseman next year, which would be really exciting to have. It's so funny. I think because we were so bad for so many years, and we had nothing but homegrown talent, that it used to not excite me at all when someone was coming up. And now I'm like really excited. I get excited when I see
definitely
our guys that we've been nurturing finally make a team are really good guys. Not the guys that we've got playing.
These quadruple A's.
Yeah, not the quad A's guys. I'm talking about the guys that were
the
gold,
potential superstars.
The gold star.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that is very exciting.
All right. Shoot. Anything else we want to touch base on?
Gosh. Well, we should. Hopefully, I'm so apprehensive about the trade deadline. I'm getting vibes of that horrible 2021 when we were gonna get Schilling.
Oh,
not
yeah.
Schilling.
Not
Oh my
Schilling.
god.
Oh my god.
Schilling.
No.
No, we were gonna get Scherzer. Mike Scherzer. and then that fell through at the last minute, which was just bizarre. And then we ended up signing some very random bits and pieces that did absolutely nothing, and we tanked the rest of the season. So honestly, how can you not have those feelings, right?
Well, we're a Padres fan through and
Yes, we are.
through.
I just hope that I would rather I just hope he's smart and not reckless and not making trades for the sense of making trades. Is what it felt like in 2021, where he signed Moreland, right? Was that the Keith Moreland? And then the second baseman from the Pirates, who went back to the Pirates, and then he's just been traded again. I can't remember his name. He was.
Okay, sorry. Maybe my computer died or something.
Maybe your computer.
Okay,
yes,
what were you saying? We're wrapping this up.
Oh, we're wrapping this up. Yeah, it's the person that I gave me an opportunity to Google. It was Adam Frazier. That's who we traded for at the trade deadline, and it gave away too much. And anyway, just hoping that doesn't happen. We need to win today badly. We've got Pivetta pitching. So that's good news.
It's good news. What isn't good news is that we need to win every single game with this road series to have a successful road series in my eyes. You know, I want it to be 3-7. I'm sorry, 7-3. We've lost our 3 games already. So now I'm gonna be lucky with a 6-4, which is not what we need. It's especially not what we need, Mom. When we have 2 people in our division who are fighting for spots for are also playing poorly too, right? These are the
exactly.
These are the times.
The Giants have just won. I think they won their last 2 in a row.
These are the times.
But we were 3.5 going into this mini losing streak. We were 3.5 behind the Dodgers.
I know.
So,
alas, what can you and I do? You know, except just sit here and
root
bitch.
for the Padres.
There you go. Well,
That's about it.
we want a dub tonight. We want a dub tomorrow. We want a dub on Sunday.
Mets coming to town. What did you say? Wednesday? I'm going to the game on Wednesday. Hopefully somebody.
Maybe I'll call out. Oh.
Maybe
not.
Maybe if you are going to do that, you don't want to advertise it.
Maybe not.
So anyway.
Okay.
Now you can't.
Well, let's hope I win today.
Yes.
It was fun talking to you.
All right.
It's been too long.
I know.
But yeah, that was me. That's my mom. Those are my Padres. Bye.
Bye.